Hey everyone. So I'm happy to see that the aid is being cut back, especially to African nations. The African leaders have been telling us for a long time they don't want the aid. They want to build their own factories. They want to produce their own vaccines. They want to basically wean off that aid. Knowledge sharing, yes, but wean off that aid and become self-sufficient. So I'm happy that Donald Trump has cut the aid, and our Prime Minister, Mark Carney. Further cuts need to come because people here, like me, we haven't had dental. Since, 2007, I've had no dental. We can't afford eye tests. We can't afford to go and get our glasses replaced. People are waiting for doctors. So the shift needs to happen. Global Fund needs to stop concentrating so much on Africa. Who knows if that funding even reaches the right people? A lot of the time it goes into the salaries of the people in the non-profits. And they're not earning small salaries. They're earning over 70,000 a year. I've never earned that in my life. And I had a better quality of life in Africa than I do here. When my grandfather took me on my trip, that was our last trip together, we didn't fly economy. We flew first class. When people came home, we took them out. We took them to Lake Kariba. We took them to Vic Falls. We stayed in the best hotels. Victoria Falls hotels, Elephant Hills, the chalets. What do I have over here? I have nothing. After working hard, helping to make things better for others, improving things in the church, improving things in non-profits, helping at soup kitchens, working hard, getting my designation in HR, my master's. What do I have? I have nothing. I'm bankrupt. I have no money. So, the aid cuts need to happen. And this is coming from the African leaders. It's not coming from me. They don't want the aid. They want companies to invest there, to grow. They want good systems in place so that the corruption can stop. They don't want suitcases full of diamonds and money and everything being sent to Saudi Arabia and creation of slavery. We are slaves here in Canada. We're literally slaves. My grandfather didn't have much, but he gave us a good life with my mom and my grandmother. We got the nice cars, even if they were second-hand, we had nice cars, big cars, Vauxhalls, Venettes, Alfa Romeos. We had a big home, not this tiny, under 700 square feet. And we worked hard, just like I work hard here. So I'm supporting those aid cuts because children in England are living like they lived in the 1800s. And that's not fair. We promised our children a better life than we had. Instead, people like me who are helping others, who are hardworking, we're losing everything. This is not the first time this has been done to me. It's a cycle. It's happening over and over and over and over, and I'm tired of it. So yes, we have to cut the aid. We have to make sure that the African leaders are coming up. They've got the African Development Bank. They've got their own investments. They've got their own systems in place. Europe is investing heavily in Africa, in infrastructure, in companies. But what about us? What about us here in Canada, in England? I've also had, like my brother, I've had 2-hour commutes on the train. I've had 2 hours where I've had to commute into Toronto, commute out. What kind of quality of life are we going to be left with if we keep sending aid overseas, if we don't get investments here, if we don't build up our own countries? They are going to have a better quality of life in Africa, which they already had to begin with, than here. Zimbabwe's got good infrastructure. It's got the hospitals. It's got everything. It just needs to upgrade them. It's got the roads. It's got everything. I write to so many places asking for help for me and my mom through the church, financial help, because my mom doesn't get a pension here. You don't get any pension from Zimbabwe. Nobody helps. So if anyone is connected to me that knows of people in the church, priests, pastors who can help to get some money sent to her, please put her name forward, put my name forward. Because I've never ever asked the church for anything unless I'm desperate. And I know Deacon Bill and his wife Angie, they tried, but they couldn't get anything. And we're not asking for the sake of it. I've been at home for over 18 months. I don't want to go into receivership. I don't want to lose this place I'm living in and have to go rent a room in a house with somebody who I don't know how they'll treat me. I had that already in England, and I had the abuse of people coming home, eating my food, not cleaning up. I had that here when I first came to Canada as well. I had to go and sit in the laundrette and do my laundry there, sit in the freezing cold. Sometimes drug addicts came in, sometimes drunk people came in, because they didn't have, the Polish couple didn't have a washer dryer in the house that I was renting in. They had it downstairs, but it was only for them. So I had to go. I was living at Browns Line and Lakeshore. I had to go once a week and do my laundry there and then take it back. I had one room to myself. So, I mean, this is ridiculous. I don't want my life to be regressing. I want my life to be progressing. I want to be having my own car. I want to be having my own washer dryer inside my unit like I do now, so that when I'm finished work, I can throw my clothes in the washer and I can get it done and put my laundry away after it's dried. Not be living in somebody else's house where anytime they can kick you out. I want to buy my own property like I had at Rosewell Gardens. And I don't need all the bells and whistles, but if I can earn the money to have it, yes, I want it. I want my own swimming pool. I want a nice big garden, and I want to travel first class. Like you see these airlines where they have the beds and all that. They have a lounge area. I want all that. And why not? I've worked hard. Whenever I do spiritual direction, it's all free. All my talks are free on YouTube, and whatever I upload, everything I'm sharing to help others. So why not? Why should I always have to be in minimum wage, working graveyard shifts, having to use food banks? Even in Zimbabwe, we didn't use food banks. We went to sleep hungry if we had to. We never used food banks. And when my grandfather was alive, we would never ever have used food banks or gone to sleep hungry. My grandfather would not have allowed that. He paid for my music lessons, him and my grandmother. That's why I play and I put my music out on YouTube and I sing and I record the videos and I put it to honor them, because what's the point of training and all that if you're not going to use it? You might as well not. I also wanted to take golf lessons, but unfortunately my papa passed away. So I still want to do all these things. I retaught myself to play the piano, and I'm still learning. That's why I practice. That why not? Why should we accept a lesser quality of life and accept what the Bank of Canada is saying, that, oh, we are not going to have the same quality of life that we had before? Why not? Why should we go into a standard of life that Zimbabweans have? Even there, they don't even have food banks. They cook, they grow their maize and they grow things and they cook and they eat. Kill the chickens and whatever. I mean, this is ridiculous for the people who are running the country to tell us you're not going to have the quality of life we had before. Why not? It's entirely possible. We could have the same quality or better. Why should we settle for less? Why are families going without doctors, without health care? Why? Without dental care? Why? When I came to Canada, you could get all that. You didn't have to wait months and months to get a doctor. And you didn't have to go to 5 or 6 different places to get your test done. Everything was in one place. This what's happening is not nice. It's not nice, and it's not nice of the white men who are running the country to tell us that you're not going to have the same quality of life that you had before. Why not? We should have the same quality or better. This is Canada. It's not a third world country. The third world countries are starting to do better than us. The children in England, there's documentaries out on YouTube. They're saying that England is now like the 1800s, the way it is, the poverty levels. People are like peasants. Even all these school programs and all that, they war programs. They sell it to you like, oh, this is a good thing. You don't have to worry, your child will have at least one meal a day. It's rubbish. The dignity is in being able to provide for your children, for being able to prepare your meals at home, for being able to choose what you want, not having to take that. I don't even have a basic income. I want that basic income implemented. I want it because I'm going to carry on looking for work. And then when I get the work, then they can take it away. Right now, I have nothing. I don't even have the employment insurance. I have nothing. They sent me an invite to come to the Economic Club of Canada to meet Pierre Poilievre. I can't go. The ticket is $174 plus taxes. I can't go. I don't have that kind of money to pay for that ticket to go there. I would love to have it. I'd love to be able to pay these $1,000 tickets that they have for HRPA and all these conferences and all that. You know, even if I ask at work, they always say no. So I want to earn it. I want to earn it and book it myself and go. That's what I want. And I'm very serious. If anybody knows any of the priests or the bishops or, you know, anybody that can help my mom to get some income coming in to help her and to help her husband through the church, please put her name forward and put my name forward, because I have nothing. And it's not fair of people to tell me going to receivership after I've worked hard. Even my cousin in America, Natalie, she was saying to me, why don't you go into receivership? I said, oh, why would I want to go into receivership after working hard and studying and helping people? I helped people even when I lived in Bulawayo with the De Silvas. I was a big help to Auntie Elsa and Uncle Felix. They cried when I had to go back to Kwekwe. They didn't want me to go, but they couldn't get me a job in Bulawayo. That's why I had to go back. So, I mean, why would you want somebody to go into receivership when you know how hard things are? And then what? What's the next stage? Go and live in a tent? I mean, come on. There has to be somebody that knows someone that can help me to get a job and to get an income coming in. And I don't mind relocating. I don't mind. I was looking at Australia, but now they're saying that even in Australia, if there's a mismatch of skills and opportunities and there's no permanent jobs. So there's no point me relocating from here and going to Australia if I get like a 6-month contract, and then what? I have to get something permanent where they can transfer me there, whether it's Ireland or Australia or England. I need something where they can transfer me. And it has to be a permanent job. Then I can go. Even in the church, I don't mind going. But I'm not going to go and take a 6-month contract and then be left stranded. And I support what the African leaders are doing. It's good. They want to cut the aid, they must cut the aid. It's good because they also want their people to have the dignity of work, the dignity of saying, we earn this, this is our house, we bought it with our hard-earned money. And there are beautiful houses in Zimbabwe. There are beautiful houses. I've been watching the videos. If I get a nice job there, I'll go. I won't stay here. I don't mind living in on my own in a nice big, with a nice big yard and all that. I don't mind. I don't mind. I can set something up there and I can have other people living there. That was always what I wanted to do. I wanted to have like a retreat place that's accessible, that people can come to. There's beautiful homes in Cape Town. Beautiful, beautiful. If the black leaders are willing to sponsor me, I'll go. I won't stay here. Because with the whites, I've tried and tried and tried and nobody helps. They take my idea and then they do it. And I don't want that. I want to do it. I want to run it. There are beautiful houses in Cape Town. Even if my friends want to partner with me, my friends from South Africa, if you want to go back, we can go. Brendan and Chris and Edmund and all of you guys, if you want, we can go. We can set something up there, a nice retreat place, and we can do something, because like this year, my life is going into poverty. And I worked hard. And my mom knows it. She knows it. She knows I worked hard. She doesn't have any problem with me leaving and going to England or going to South Africa, Cape Town. There's no problem. I can go. But I tried. I tried even asking people, can you please help me to get support for my mom, to get some money from the church? Because it's humiliating to go to the food banks. At least if you have that money, you can buy your own food. You can buy flour and buy the ingredients and make, look how I made those Irish scones. I made such nice Irish scones. You can make things. You don't have to go and buy ready-made. Even the mince pies, the Christmas mince pies and all that, there's so many recipes now on the internet. You can make them. You don't have to buy it from the store. We used to make that all at home. The Christmas pudding, the mince pies, everything. We used to make it in the house. Cheese straws. I make all of those things. I don't go and buy. So, yeah, that's my, I'm happy. I'm happy Mark Carney cut the aid, but he needs to cut more. He needs to cut more, because what they need from us is to put pressure on them. Like what we did with, I did with Eskom. Messaging them, saying, come on, you need to fix this Eskom problem. So many power cuts, rolling blackouts. They do it, but they need to know that people care. That's what they need. Just like here, the TTC shutting down when we have the World Series game for baseball. We have to use our voices and we have to say, come on, this needs to change for us. They're doing it now. They're fixing Eskom. They're fixing the electricity and all that. But they need to know that people will care and that people will say this needs to be done. If you just keep quiet and say, that's the way it is, they're not going to do it. I'm fully prepared to go back. I don't want to say, oh, you must live on less. No, I'm not buying that message, Mark Carney. I want you have more. Aim high. If it's lonely at the top, like Elvis said, it's a good kind of lonely. I don't want to regress back into poverty. I don't. That's not what I want for my life. And all the investment, all my grandfather paying for my music lessons, for tennis lessons, for everything. You think he would want me to say, yeah, I'll just go into poverty, it's okay? Do you think that's what he would want, and my grandmother and my dad? I don't think so. And I was very, very close to my papa. I don't think so.